It's the second match of the double header today, match number 25 between the NDOVU Crushers and the Purple Cap. Joining in for toss right now is Kishore Bhai, the owner of NDOVU Crushers, Naran Bhai, the Samaj Secretary, and we've got two Youth League committee members, the Secretary and the Conveyor, and of course, two most important players, the captains. Who's going to spin the coin? Who's calling?
Youth.
It's Samaj. Azaz Bhai, toss જીત્યા શું કરવાનો પ્લાન છે?
અમે બેટિંગ ફર્સ્ટ કરશું.
આજ પિચ ઉપર પહેલી ગેમ રમાઈ હતી, એનો કંઈ અસર પડશે અત્યારે?
ના, એવું કંઈ લાગતું નથી, નોર્મલ જ છે.
કંઈ ટાર્ગેટ?
ના, બસ નોર્મલ રમશું.
ફાઇનલ ગેમ ઓફ ધ ગ્રુપ ગેમ, એની એડેડ પ્રેશર ઓન ઇટ?
ના, એવું કંઈ પ્રેશર નથી, પણ જીતવાની ટ્રાય કરશું બેસ્ટ.
વિશિંગ યુ ઓલ ધ બેસ્ટ.
થેન્ક યુ.
All the best.
Tanzil, the toss hasn't gone your way.
No, I think we'd like to bat first as well if we won the toss.
Final game of the group match. It's a virtual knockout game.
Yeah.
Anything different from the previous game now?
Not really. I think we all back each other up and hopefully come out with a win.
Wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
Don't go, just take out.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second game of the double-header today. It's Purple Cap versus NDOVU Crushers. The Purple Cap won the toss earlier on and have elected to bat first. Opening the batting is Captain Azaz Koteria. Alongside him is Jignesh Hirani. Captain of NDOVU Crushers has this time decided to open the bowling for his team. It's virtually a knockout game for either of this team, both currently sitting on a precarious 6 points. A win is primary for them before they start thinking about the net run rate. It's the same pitch that was used for the earlier game today afternoon. So the first inning of 170 odd runs earlier on. How do Purple Cap approach this from here on? An appeal there by the NDOVU Crushers, who would definitely be looking to up their game from their last turnout, where they had a couple of misfields, catches that were dropped, eventually causing them the victory. And perhaps that's the reason Tanzil Sheikh, the captain, has decided to open the bowling and lead the team from front. White signal there by the umpire. It was definitely outside the off stump. Jignesh Hirani yet to open his account. What a brilliant ball there. Well played also by the batsman Jignesh. Played with soft hands and opens his account with that single. And at the end of the first over, the Purple Cap are 3 runs for the loss of no wickets. And as you see there on the table, position 3 all the way up to 6. All teams on 6 points. Of course, Mahadev Strikers with a superior run rate currently placed 3rd. This match therefore becomes a virtual knockout game for either Purple Caps or the NDOVU Crushers. They need to reach to the 8 points. Sahil Alai will definitely be looking for a better turnout from him, better performance from him tonight, having conceded over 10 and over in the previous game. Picked up the short length there. They dispatched it to the boundary. The first boundary of the innings, courtesy of Jignesh Hirani. Look at that, picked up the short length, slapped it over the mid-on player. It will be good to see Jignesh play a very good supporting role here to his keeper. Slapped once again over the cover region. Now that's a shot with confidence. Back-to-back boundaries. Oh, that's missed by the wicket keeper. Will race down. Oh, cut out there. Just a single. Already 2 boundaries off the over. Pressure is on the bowler.
Leg. Leg. Thank you. Go. Wait.
Straight to the cover region. No runs there. Well balled there. Good comeback by Sahil after conceding 2 of the first 2 boundaries in the first 2 deliveries of his over. Steps out, failed to time that ball. 13 at the end of 2 overs.
Shabas Ali.
After 2 overs, double cap on 13 runs for no loss. Coming back to bowl the 3rd over for Nova Crushers, the captain, Tanzil Sheikh.
Deep leg. And the third man are the players outside the 30-yard. Picked that early and it's dispatched for a massive 6. From the bat of the opposition's keeper, Azaz Koteria. Look at that, walking down. Dispatched that over the bowler's head. Good comeback there by Tanzil. Played brilliantly for just a single. Good to see this rotating the strike after a massive shot. 20 runs so far without the loss of no wickets. Good quick single taken there. Very important for the batsmen to ensure that the scoreboard keeps ticking. Play with soft hands, pick that single, put the fielding team under pressure. Well balled there. No room offered to the batsman. Down the leg. Yes, correct. Signal there, rightfully signaled wide by the umpire. Played there and missed it. Wall ball there by the NDOVU captain to his counterpart, Azaz Koteria. Final ball of the third. Just a single there. 23 runs. Jignesh Irani on 10 and Azaz Koteria on 10.
After 3 overs, purple cap on 23 runs for no loss. Coming back to bowl the fourth over for NDOVU Crushers, Sahil Halai.
Sahil Halai to continue from the scoreline. Played over the cover region and will race down to the boundary. Simple match there. If you can get the ball over the 30-yard circle, it's definitely going to race down the boundary. And that's what the captain for the purple cap has done there. Stepped out, picked up the line, played it over the cover region. Pressure on Sahil on how he responds this. In the last inning, in the last match, the NDOVU Crushers failed to pick up a wicket in the power play, and that pretty much took the game away from them, as the opposition were able to, the playmasters were able to put up a score of over 213 runs. NDOVU Crushers really need to ensure that they pick wickets early on, just to slow down the opposition scoring rate. Brilliant ball there by Sahil. Good back-to-back deliveries after conceding that boundary. We are getting towards the business end of the tournament with just 3 matches, 3 group games after today. And then from Wednesday onwards, we are into the playoffs, and the final, the big final is on Friday. And look at that. Found the gap once again between the point and cover region. Should have been stopped. Those of you who are joining us live on the YouTube channel, it's the match 25 between the Purple Caps versus the NDOVU Crushers. It's Sri Kachilya Patel Samaj NAIROBI LAXMANBHAI Construction Premier League Season 2, and that's pulled away for yet another boundary. Sahil Halai has now conceded 3 in this over, 3 boundaries in this over. NDOVU Crushers need to change their strategy, need to find a wicket early on if they want to slow down this scoring rate. Short ball there with no one behind the keeper. That was definitely going for the boundary. .35 runs at the end of 4 overs. Zaz Kutheria on 22 alongside his opening partner Jignesh Irani, 10 of 10.
After 4 overs, Purple Cap on 35 runs for no loss.
Surprising there by the captain. Tanzil will continue to bowl his third. I believe he really wants to pick up the first wicket. He needs to give his team that breakthrough that's required very, very quick now. Tried to play that long deep mid wicket, still just pick up a single there. Slow delivery, well cut out there at the long on boundary. With the batsmen will come back for the second. should be signaled wide. Yes, there it is. Just losing his line there is the NDOVU captain. Wide, and those are free runs. That's 2 consecutive wide, but this one is going to cost the NDOVU Crushers additional 4 runs. It's not what you want in the power play, not at any point in the game. The Purple Caps are closing into scoring at almost 10 and over so far in the power play. Quick single there. Where do the NDOVU Crushers go from here? They desperately need early wickets. This is what they failed to do in the previous game. Loud call there. Single to end the 5th, 46 runs for the loss of no wickets. The Purple Caps have started off this in a brilliant fashion.
End of 5 overs, Purple Cap on 46 runs. No loss.
There you see the Saturday evening has just got better here at the Samaj grounds. If you're at home, drive yourself here. There's plenty of parking, plenty of delicious food that's being served at the stalls. And while we speak about that, NDOVU Crushers making some slight change into the bowling now. It's Dhruv Wakjani who will be coming with his spinnings.
Thank you. Confirming center.
The NDOVU Crushers are definitely looking for a wicket. It can't come anytime quicker now for them.
Wide!
Straight to the point player. Well bowled there by Dhruv once again. Captain just going across to the other side to give perhaps some words of wisdom to Jignesh. Don't try to overhit the ball, just put them in the gap. The loose deliveries will definitely come. Oh, brilliant ball there by Dhruv. Just to those of you who are not aware of this initiative, dot balls means one tree planted by the cricket.live Patel Samaj, and that means for this over already 3 confirmed. It's an absolute brilliant initiative taken by them. That's edged and will run down to the third man boundary. The fielder is in the 30-yard circle. And that brings up the 50 for the purple cap within the power play. Oh, slight misfield. Oh no, this is not what NDOVU Crushers would have hoped for. The NDOVU Crushers really need to up their game in the field. And with that, it's the end of the power play. The Purple Caps have started this on a brilliant note. 53 runs for the loss of no wickets.
Thank you.
Coming in to bowl the 7th over for NDOVU Crushers, Ganesh Masturkar.
Ganesh into the attack now from the volleyball end. The leg side boundary is a closer one to both the batsmen. The field is spread now. Deep mid wicket, long on, long off. Deep cover, third man. The NDOVU Crushers need to pick up some wickets. Brilliant slow ball there by Ganesh. Jignesh, some sort of in a concerning position right now, has played out 21 deliveries for just 13 runs. Yes, he's rightfully given that platform support to the captain on the opposite end, but needs to also up his game just to ensure that he's striking them at least 100. Brilliant over so far by Ganesh. Just considering those two singles that you see. Attempt direct. 3 of the over. 56 for the loss of no wickets at the end of 7.
After 7 overs, purple cap on 56 runs for no loss. Coming back to bowl the 8th over for NDOVU Crushers, Dhruv Wagdjani.
हाँ भले पड़े एक दो तीन चार लावले माटे
Jignesh Irani seems to be in some sort of a bother. They are not able to up his tempo. Strike rate is really dropping.
आई लाइन
He's now played 24 balls for just 14 runs. Need to at least ensure the scoreboard is ticking. Loud appeal there. Umpire not interested and will run down to the boundary. Yes, leg by single by from the umpire.
बराबर है तो
It was worth a shout. Just hitting him outside the line.
ત્રણ કાઢવાના આવે
Pressure on Jignesh. He needs to score.
ઓય લાવલે માटे બરાબર है माटे ક્યાંય જવાનું નથી
Oh, what a delivery there. Down the leg. Missed both the ball, the batsman and the keeper. Signaled rightfully by the umpire wide. Lofted that. Just a single.
બરાબર है माटे ક્યાંય નથી જવાનું ઓયો
Well played there by the captain to retain strike. After 8, 63 runs for the loss of no wickets are the Purple Caps.
After 8 overs, purple cap on 63 runs for no loss.
Dhruv Akjani has opted to have deep mid wicket, long on, long off, deep cover, and third man patrolling the boundaries. Ganesh Masurkar back into attack, played with soft hands by the captain Azaz. Jignesh needs to find some shots there. He needs to find a couple of boundaries just to take off the pressure off him. He's played 27 deliveries, just scored 15 ball runs. An appeal there for run out. Jignesh Hirani showing signs of struggle out there. Brilliant. That's what he needs to ensure he keeps doing continuously. Pick up that single, go to the other end of the pitch and see what the captain Azaz has got to offer and up his game as well. The captain Azaz is on 34 runs of just 22 deliveries. Steps out. A fumble there. Just conceding a single there. Good cricket. There was an option for 2 runs. Azad straight away said no. Waited for that delivery, played to the third man. 5 singles in that over.
After 9 overs, double tap on 68 runs for no loss.
And there you see the summary. It's the wicket column that NDOVU Crushers are desperately looking for. Their opening bowler Sahil has conceded 21 of just 2 overs. No bowler successful yet.
આ બાજુ આવ, આ બાજુ આવ. ઓય નીચે કપશે.
Coming in to go for 10th over for
Harsin Varsani will be taking the ball in his hand now. Captain Tanzil Sheikh rolling all his dice there. He needs a wicket from somewhere. He needs these bowlers to respond with a couple of quick wickets.
ચોમાસ ચોટલા.
Jignesh Hirani, 17 of 30. He needs to. That's found the gap. Oh, just a single there. Stopped the pace of the ball with a brilliant dive at the point region. Harsin Varsani. Short delivery there.
દે મેઉલે દે.
Just a single.
ચોમાસ મેઉલ. ચોમાસ સિનિયા. તારો. ઊભો થા.
Well fielded there. Off his own bowling is 18 of 32. Quite a slow innings there by an opener. This could end up hurting the potential target that the Purple Caps have in mind. Jignesh needs to go slightly hard now. Needs to find a couple of boundaries. And that's a single. We are halfway through the first innings. The Purple Caps are 72 without the loss of any wickets. A strategic timeout now.
At the end of 10 overs, Purple Cap on 72 runs for no loss.
And we're back after this short strategic timeout. Plenty of words said by the captain and coach of the NDOVU Crushers in that team huddle. I'm sure the simple message was, let's pick up wickets, quick wickets. It's not. Bit of change in the field there. Third man coming in the circle. Deep square leg now. Jignesh Hirani struggling. He needs to find a couple of boundaries just to boost his tempo, to boost his confidence. And yes, that's the end and the wicket that NDOVU Crushers were looking for. The misery is over for Jignesh Hirani. Has been run out. 19 runs of 34 balls. It could be a blessing in disguise for the purple cap and a much needed breakthrough for the NDOVU Crushers. They have picked up the first wicket. Incoming batsman is Sukhwinder.
Incoming batsman for purple cap, Sukhdeep Singh.
Sukhdeep Singh coming in will definitely want to look to improve on his batting performance, where he was bowled in the previous innings, a ball that remained quite low on a pitch that looked uneven that evening, but will be looking to make some amends tonight. The Crushers have got the first breakthrough of the innings. Straight away off the mark is Sukhdeep Singh, fondly known as Sonu by his teammates. An opportunity for to run on the overthrow, but the batsmen have settled with just a single. Another delivery that almost remained low, well played out there by Sukhdeep Singh. Taken the edge, will race down to the third man boundary. Welcome runs there for the purple caps.
After 11 overs, purple cap on 78 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Coming back to bowl the 12th over for NDOVU Crushers, Arshin Varsani.
Arshin Varsani to resume. Had bowled a brilliant first over, conceding just 4 runs, and has started here on a good note. Captain Azaz, well settled player in right now. Ooh, close, and there they have run for the overthrow here now.
No worries. Chalasin.
Short ball has run down to the boundary. Azaz is tapped on the gas now. 6 already of this over so far.
વાતો નહીં કવર કર ચાલ
Picked up the short ball and pulled it
કવર કરજે ચાલ
right in front of square there. Harsin looking a bit puzzled there.
હસીન કવર કરવાને
Azaz Kocheria a stroke away from his half century. And that's a misfield fumble. Will allow the batsmen to come back. You want full support from your fielders.
મસ્તે હસલા કાંઈ નથી કરજે
Well played. Brilliant running there between the wickets by both Sukhdeep and Azaz. 10 already of this over. They are going at 7, almost 7.5 runs an over.
બસ હસીન ઢાંકી રહે
They both these batsmen both know that one of them, if they remain till the end of the 20th over, this would be a brilliant score that they can put up. And with that single, Azaz Kocheria brings up his half century.
A 50 comes up for the captain.
A well played knock there by Azaz. There you go. Yes, lad, you deserve it. You deserve all the applause that you're receiving right now. Brilliant knock there by the captain, leading from the front for the purple cap. 89 runs for the loss of 1 wicket after 12 overs.
Runs for the loss of 1 wicket.
And joining me is none other than my partner in crime in the com box, Prashad, who I think the only individual in Nairobi that was affected by a traffic on a Saturday evening. I don't know which route he was coming from, but nevertheless, I wouldn't have been more grateful to have his company here tonight. It's difficult to be alone in the com box.
This traffic is called as home. There's a specific traffic which all married people go through. It's called as home. Thank you once again. So I was just not keeping well since past couple of days. That's the reason I could not make it. But I was missing the action in the comeback. I was following through online. Some great games happening. The whole tables have turned. Where Mahadev Strikers is actually leading the whole course. Now
What a shot there as we talk. Look at that. It's cleared. Yes. From the captain's bat, Azaz Kocheria. He's upping the tempo now. He's in the mood. Look at that. Picked up the length.
And I think it's very interesting to see Azaz Kocheria getting back in action. He missed out on the first few games, but since he's got his rhythm, he's been looking relentless in terms of his pursuit of punishing the bowlers. It's very nice to see, because that is what the purple cap would have expected of Azaz Kocheria. On screen we see another two good players. We see Hiten Vekaria and also we see Ganesh Masurkar. There's a bit of a discussion going on, because at this point in time they really need to get another wicket, and that would be the wicket of Azaz Kocheria, who's right now going great guns. 12.3 overs, 95 for 1, This looks like this could be 170, 180 score, Mitesh.
You've talked a lot about purple cap. Let me open for you a blue cap and have water, please. Yeah, look, if these two batsmen stay there, I'd want one of these batsmen to stay there till the end of the 20th, and I believe this could be a score of over 160, 170. We saw 170 in the earlier game today. But we know both these batsmen capable of the big shots and great innings. I'm being introduced to new tech in the com box here.
So this is a very interesting part of the tournament that we are in. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Sri Kachileva Patel Samaj LAXMANBHAI Construction Premier League T20 Season 2. A very important and crucial encounter right now going on between the Purple Cap and NDOVU Crushers. A must win for both of them. This would definitely decide their chances of making it up in terms of not just their position, also the run rate. So I was just saying, Mitesh, this is a must-win game for both of them because this determines the chances whether they go into the top 4 or not.
Yeah, absolutely. I've during the toss, I called this match a virtual knockout game for either teams. Their ultimate motive to this game is to get to the 8 points. It's very important. And then we can talk about the net run rate. But yes, it's a must-win game for either of them.
And I think if I'm not mistaken, from what I hear from the organizers, this is the same wicket where we've had more than 200 runs scored in one. So this is a flat track.
Runs 2 days ago.
Yes, so it's a pelter of a track. This track is expecting very high scoring games. And we have seen that even in the past games. A score of almost 248. We also scored 209 runs, almost being chased by the Nairobi Capital. So this is a very interesting encounter. And you have to understand, even NDOVU Crushers have got a great batting lineup. And as we see, Purple Cap, I see Sukhdeep here. So the team would also be expecting Sukhdeep to get some scores on board. Tries a little bit being cheeky. Ganesh Masurkar reacts well, but he still manages to give a single. Worthy of a shot that was glided towards the third man.
At the end of 13, 98 runs for the loss of 1 wicket.
After 13 overs, Purple Cap on 98 runs for the loss of 1 wicket.
And there you see the scoreboard. There was a bit of a struggle earlier on for Jignesh Irani, who couldn't find scoring so easy. Played 36 balls for just 19 runs. NDOVU Crushers in the previous game failed to pick up early wickets and conceded over 200 runs on the same pitch.
We saw a century just this afternoon from Samar Gajjar, who also ensured that Hariom Titans is all the way to the final 4.
264 is the top score of the tournament so far. What a shot there by Sukhi there. Sonu striking it over the player there.
That's a volley offered. He hits it above the cover fielder, and it had 4 written all over it the moment it left his bat.
So I was mentioning NDOVU Crushers have really struggled picking up wickets. We saw that in the previous game as well. And that could rush down to the boundary. Yes, that's back-to-back boundary off the bat of Sonu.
This is good batting. He shuffles himself towards the off stump, realizes that the fine leg is inside, and now uses the bowler's delivery as well, who was trying to get into him and gliding it towards the fine leg. And this was another 4 runs. These are 2 good boundaries beginning of the over, putting pressure on the bowler.
And that's coming straight to the com box. 1 bounce over the ropes. It's 3-3. Sonu taking the attack to the opposition. Harsin Varsani on the receiving end of 3 consecutive boundaries. Well played there.
I think there will be a bit of a change in the field, because if you look at the covers, it is more towards the cover point, the deep covers.
And that's going to find the gap. It's 4 in a row. Sonu is lighting up this ground right now.
So we might just have, will we have the second time where 6 fours are scored in an over? Earlier, Viraj in one of the games hit 6 fours in 1 over. And now this time it is Sukhdeep who is threatening to do the same thing here for the purple cap, whose camp would right now be extremely elated to see this form of an innings from Sukhdeep, and also by the captain himself, Azaz Kotaria.
And on the other end of the spectrum, it's Harsin Varsani and the NDOVU Crushers, who really need to find a wicket if they are to stop this scoring. It's, as you see now, it's gone almost closer to 8.5 runs an over.
Azaz back on strike with almost 14 overs done. He would be looking forward to make a boundary every over or every delivery he faces. He's going to go after the bowling, because I'm sure they would know that this is the same track where there was almost 210 runs was chased. And Mitesh, you have to also understand they have a great batting lineup. NDOVU Crushers with the likes of Tanzil, Ethan Vekaria and many of them. So for the team Purple Cap, who are right now after 14 overs, they are at 116 for the loss of 1 wicket, would hope to make at least 70 plus runs in the next 6 overs.
So look, you've mentioned rightly that yes, NDOVU Crushers have a good batting lineup, but they're coming off a pretty under par performance from the previous game, where they lost to the Playmasters. They had over 5 drop catches in that game. The top order didn't score at all. Yes, they had some support towards the end, but they basically shot themselves in the foot in the previous game. Coming into this game, it is going to be a big of ask, where you have got to play a virtual knockout. Pretty much, you lose this, your chances to make the playoffs are hanging by a thread. Yes, they have the batting lineup, but during the toss, both the captains wanted to bat first. Main reason was it's a 264 pitch, it's a batting pitch. We've seen that. And already we see why Azaz opted to bat first. They're cruising well right now, 116. I'm sure that projected score will definitely shoot up if these two remain till the end of the 20th.
Yes, and having said that, for the NDOVU Crushers, I would be certainly hoping that they are able to, or the captain rather would be hoping that they are able to hold them to a much lesser score in the next 6 overs, because at the moment, the way both these batsmen are going, they're putting a lot of pressure on the bowlers. Now, Yash Talati already feeling the pressure, because he knew that Sonu is going to go after him. So he tries to bowl it a quicker delivery outside the off stump, but it goes way off length, and the umpire had no hesitation in calling it a wide.
And you're right, and there is shuffle, and he's trying to play all the funky shots that he has in his bag. You're right. NDOVU Crushers need to find a way to slow this scoring rate, but the best way to do that is to pick wickets. Didn't time that well at all.
But he's trying to use the length of the bowler. This is very good to see from Sonu so far, because decided that he's anticipating also that the ball is going to come onto his arc, onto his wicket, because the previous one was outside. He would have been very unhappy with himself having missed out on that opportunity. It was a full delivery, it was a full toss. Hit straight down the ground. There's a fielder down there, but before he collects, the batsman would collect a single as well. This brings Azaz Kotaria to a 59. He's played one hell of an innings, Pritesh, with just 41 deliveries. He's this run rate and the score that they are in, the team has taken. Sony steps down the track as we speak, hits it again. Finds the fielder, gets another single. Now the intentions are clear from both the batsmen. They just wanted to go after the bowling.
You see what has happened is, earlier on, Jignesh struggled to score. He played 30 balls for 36 deliveries for just 19 runs, and that pretty much as you've not lost much wickets, but it really takes up the number of deliveries you expect your opener to play with when he's not going well. So these two batsmen have now made it clear that they're going to attempt and try and maximize on any loose deliveries. And with that, 6 runs of that Yash Talati over, 122. With just 1 wicket down are the Purple Caps. 5 overs to go from here. Prashad, 5 overs to go. What do you think is a mini target that they would have set themselves? 50 runs from here on?
Easily more than 50. They would want to score at least 60 runs from here, because I'm sure they'll realize that the kind of a batting depth that the NDOVU Crushers are having, you would need at least anything 180 to 190 to put pressure on them, because even the previous game, as you mentioned, Playmasters, 216 runs Playmasters scored. They were about 177 or almost close to 180 they made in return. But again, 216, but it was a different track on that day. But this is a different track. This track gets even better as the game progresses, that we have seen. And if Tanzil could get, the interesting to watch would be how he starts the innings. If he gets a quick 50 or a quick 60. In the meanwhile, there's a aerial shot. He opts for the best plays, and that's straight down the ground, straight past the bowler, and it goes all the way to the boundary for a 1 bounce 4.
You're right. A lot depends on how the captain Tanzil Sheikh is going to start his innings. Considering he failed to get trouble the scorers in the previous innings, the openers didn't perform well. So yes, pressure is on NDOVU Crushers when they come out to bat. But for now, they need to look at how they will restrict the scoring rate in the next 5 overs.
And at the same time, this is some great batting even from the captain himself. He gets a boundary, goes to the other side, gets a single. This is something that even youngsters who are watching can actually take a lot of learning from how to build an innings. He's building an innings. It's not just about hitting every ball. Now Sonu goes after, steps down the track. There's a cover fielder. This is exactly what I was saying. This cover fielder was missing. He was much more wider. It was more like a cover point. He should have had that cover fielder down, because at least 2 boundaries were hit in this region.
Yeah, I think you learned from your mistakes, and immediately the captain has rectified that fielding positions, and that we should come back for the second.
Some great fielding from the youngster Yash Talati there. He saves 2 runs for his team, but this definitely was, Dhruv would consider himself lucky. This was a short delivery, and this could have been hit all the way, because we have seen throughout this tournament, batsmen are absolutely unforgiving on short deliveries. We saw with the likes of Samar Gajjar, with the likes of Mohit Java, Chirag Sisodia and Azaz Kotaria, all these players. You give them short deliveries, they would love to deposit it outside the ground. It brings us to the last ball of the... And there's a fielder down there. This time Sonu finds the fielder. And that's the end of over number 16. Score moves to 132 for the loss of 1 wicket.
After 16 overs, Purple Cap on 132 runs for the loss of 1 wicket.
Sonu trying all the tricks, being cheeky, trying to maximize on what he can.
Bowling was 17th over for NDOVU Crushers.
Yash Talati is a very young and promising bowler who plays for Swami team in the NPCA Cricket League. Catch is the
Underneath
call.
fielder and fallen shot. Yash Talati as a bowler is never going to be happy.
But he's doing a good job in terms of containing them. Remember, he's come at the crucial time where the batsmen are actually looking forward to cut loose, and this is over number 17. So from 15th over, when the batsmen are ready to go on for a move on, is when he's coming in.
Down the ground. Should just be the single.
The team would be hoping for Azaz to stay in there at least till the 20th
Oh,
over.
that's gone. That should have cleared the boundary. Oh, it's been caught. What a brilliant catch that is.
It was a Skaya hit straight down the ground. Dhruv, being a very good fielder, picks it up easily. Sonu not able to find the elevation and the distance that he would have expected. And that's another wicket to NDOVU Crushers, and they would be very happy to see this wicket at this point in time, because there's a new batsman coming and they're looking forward to accelerate the score, and this might also put pressure on captain Azaz Kotaria right now.
Brilliant, brilliant there. Right time to get a wicket. Well fielded there by Dhruv.
What is also encouraging to see is from the bowler, he's tossing it up. He's not
Encouraging. He's not afraid of being hit.
he's flighting it up. He's giving the batsman, asking him to go after him, and also he realizes he's varying his speed. He's bowling. This one was bowled much slower because he knows that the batsman is going to attack him much slower than the normal deliveries that he would have bowled otherwise.
Nevertheless, a brilliant cameo there by Sukhdeep. And comes in is Francis Mutua, who played a brilliant cameo in the previous match. Would be looking to play another similar role here with his captain to see these innings throughout now. At the current rate, they are well set to put at 160. Maybe 10 more than 160, 170 would be an ideal score here on.
At this point in time, they would be rethinking their strategies because they've lost this. But Azaz Kotaria will need to stay and play out 20 overs, while he would expect Francis to go after it. Francis is a strong, tall, young lad who's already in the national squad. He plays some good shots. He can really go after the bowling, so he would be expected by the team to Purple Cap to do some damage at this point in time.
Would have been some sort of a bother there. But a brilliant time. Welcome wicket for the NDOVU Crushers. And there you see it's filling up, the stands are filling up. Saturday evening at the Samaj grounds. And straight away has dispatched it for the cover region for a boundary. What a way to open your account. What pressure.
You see, he's a strong lad. He's a tall man. He has a bit of an extra stride. So, and also he likes a bit of a flight on the delivery. So he knows there's a cover fielder which is slightly more wider again, and he hits it straight past the extra cover fielder all the way to the boundary. He's not ready there. Yash Talati comes back, rushes the batsman. Francis decides to walk back.
Tried to hit that.
A bit more quicker delivery, angling it in towards the right-handed batsman. He goes for a big heave. Still gets 2 runs, hitting to the cow corner. And at the end of over number 17, the score moves on to 140 for the loss of 2 wickets.
After 17 overs, Purple Cap on 140 runs for the loss of 2 wickets.
He brings in, right now the captain brings in, looks like it would be Sahil Alai, a young lad, a great left arm fast bowler. So the captain, Tanzil, decides to go back to his young gun. He was a bit expensive in the beginning of the game. The 2 overs, 21 runs. It would be interesting to see how he bowls to a well-set Azaz Kotaria in the death overs.
Talking of young guns, you just saw on your screen very young fans all the way to the seniors. It's a game for all. It's a game for everyone out there. Those of you watching us on YouTube, you might not want to miss this action live here at the Samaj grounds. Drive yourself here. We have plenty of parking. You don't want to miss this game. It's Saturday. It's brilliant night sky. Cricket under the night sky here.
There's a good delivery there from Sahil to start with, angling in towards the righty.
Prashant, 3
Left arm
overs to
over.
go. What is the mini target that the purple cap have in mind?
They would want to at least make it to 170, if not 180. From this point onwards. Anything more would be certainly bonus, but they would be looking forward to attack every over.
Oh, there's some misfield. Yes, 2 runs considered there.
This is good running between the wickets. This is something that we saw throughout this tournament, where the batsmen have been putting a lot of pressure on the fielders, getting those extra runs whenever they could find a chance. They've stolen those singles, and it is very, very interesting to see. And this is good cricket from all the teams around in this tournament.
Steps out, edge, just straight to the short third man there. Francis Mutua, intentions are clear. Go hard at the ball.
It's very clear when he walked in as well. The message would be very clear from the dugout as well, that they need to capitalize on the remaining 15 deliveries to make sure that they are at least able to get another 25 to 30 runs from those 15 of them. At least 4 to 5 boundaries they would be expecting, if not more.
Slow delivery there. Could just land in the safe zone. It did.
This is good running, and it's applauded by the purple cap dugout, because they know that he's already on 73, quite tired. At the same time, a lot of credit also to be given to the youngster who's bowling right now under pressure. He's been varying his speeds. He's using a slower delivery very well. He's a very good young prospect for future.
No, absolutely. Look, there's a lot of learning for Sahil in this tournament. And that's clear. That should clear. It's gone in the night sky. Courtesy of the bat of the captain of Purple Cap. A massive 6.
Azaz Kotaria, realizing that he's using the angle to come onto him, he clears his left foot, creates, there you see, he creates a bit of a room, clears his left foot and hits it towards the mid wicket, and the moment it hit his bat, it was going all the way. It was a big 6. And this is certainly great cricket from the captain, because he's hanging there till 79. He knows how the ball is coming. What has happened is he realizes that the previous 2 deliveries he was bringing it in, and this time gives him he changes his stance slightly, comes towards off stump, in fact his leg stump, and clears his front leg and hits it over the fielder.
Played down the ground. Oh, what a shot. He's found the gap there. This is brilliant cricket. The captain moves on to 83 of just 51 deliveries. He's tracking them well above 150.
We might just be lucky enough to see another century today. Earlier it was Samar Gajjar. This time it's Azaz Kotaria. But for Purple Cap, they would be hoping him to stay there for the remaining 2 overs. Because if he stays there, then they might just be also looking at anything plus 180.
Yeah, like we've already seen the intentions are clear there. Both batsmen going hard at the ball. They've managed to find the big boundaries. Pressure is on the NDOVU Crushers. Not been the best bowling effort so far, just picking up 2 wickets. Yash bowling the penultimate over. A very, very crucial over. It's a make or break for either team.
Well, there's a lot of confidence that the captain Tansil has shown in this youngster, because he knows he's been bowling well in the first 2 overs. He changes his angle,
Full length.
changes his
delivery.
side.
Full length there. So the batsmen move towards the off stump. Push the ball slightly towards the off, further out. Straight off. Tough chance. Tough chance.
That was hit hard. It was hit straight back to the bowler. Yash making a valiant attempt there, but unfortunately could not hold on. Usually these kind of catches stick to your palms. Unfortunately not being the case.
Didn't manage to find the timing on that ball, the captain. Just 2 so far of this penultimate. How does Mutua respond? We've seen him swing the bat hard. That's cleared by a mile distance. And yes, the umpire is once again exercising his arms towards the sky.
Again, good cricket. He creates room there. He realizes the angle that Yash is going to come at and decides to hit it over the cover fielder and all the way for a 6.
Pressure back to the bowler. How does he respond? Steps out, full length delivery. Races down to the boundary. It's raining boundaries here at the Samaj grounds. Yash in disbelief.
That's a great cameo already from Francis Mutua. 7 balls, 20 runs. Now this time
what a
completely
brilliant way to finish the over. 168 with 1 over to go. Azaz Kotheria will be on strike. The final over of the purple cap innings, 168 runs for the loss of 2. Captain Azaz Kotaria, 84 of 53.
length delivery and given the punishment it deserves. You cannot bowl this kind of a length to Azaz Kotaria, and the last over he was waiting for it and hits it towards his favorite area. Shuffles down, hits it towards the mid wicket. Short delivery, length delivery here, and the fielder could not make it, and there's 4 runs to Azaz Kotaria, and good start for purple cap.
He's on 88. Played once again to the same region, and it's gone to a boundary, and with that shot moves into the 90s. Azaz Kotaria, 92 of just 55 deliveries. Boy oh boy, is he not playing a knock for his innings. His team could not have been proud of this captain's knock. Couldn't have asked for a better time to come.
This is sloppy fielding from NDOVU Crushers, and this clearly shows in the face of the bowler, not very happy at this juncture. Slow delivery.
Stoppaged. The keeper coming underneath it, and that brings an end to a brilliant knock by the purple cap skipper. 92 runs of just 55 deliveries. Well played, captain.
Azaz Kotaria playing a great knock for his team. His team applauding him in respect. What a knock this has been. 92 runs from 55. You see, this is a slow delivery from the back of his hands. From the back of his hands, a slow delivery. He has that, and he knows that the batsman at this over is going to go after the bowling. So Azaz tries to go towards the mid wicket, misses it completely, and hits it top edge towards the wicket keeper. There's a big applause from the huge crowd, from the combox, from the umpires, everyone in this ground. A big round of applause for Azaz Kotaria for a great innings from him.
Tambe coming in to bat. Two runs, brilliant. That's brilliant running in between the wickets. The score moves to 178. A few lusty blows to end the innings.
Yes, that's what the Purple Caps would be expecting to do. Couple of lusty blows from the meat of Nilakash Tambe. That's good collection and good reflex throw from the wicketkeeper Ravi Rabadia there. Collects it and hits it. And Francis Muta will have to walk back, who was trying to get the strike on the last delivery. So far this has been a good over in the context of game from Sai Lalai, except for giving 10 runs. But the Purple Cap would have hoped to score a little more at this point in time.
Yeah, I think we had sort of taken a prediction of almost 175 plus would be a good score. But like you mentioned earlier, this pitch has had that has produced a good chase, a potentially good chase. So it's not going to be an easy walk in the park for the Purple Caps, despite having batted well. I feel they would have scored 10 to 15 extra runs. That would have put them in a safe zone. Gansha. Final ball of the first inning for Purple Caps coming up right now. Slow delivery, top edged. Safe hands there by the captain. Started the innings with the ball in his hand and ends the innings with a catch. 178 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. The way we've seen the end, it's just a slight motivation. NDOVU Crushers will take this into the dressing room when they come out to chase.
Absolutely, NDOVU Crushers would be very happy at the way they have come back after the last 5, especially in the last 5 overs, and after the onslaught from the captain Chirag Sisodia, Azaz Kotaria, and for the next. However, it'd be interesting to see if Tanzil gets a move on in the power play. This will be very interesting. This could be a good chase. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'd be back very soon with the chase from NDOVU Crushers.
One more time, purple cap. Can we make some noise for NDOVU Crushers? One more time, NDOVU Crushers. All right, let's play.
Welcome back to the chase. Sagar and Ravi are out in the middle for the NDOVU Crushers. Some change of batting order from what we saw in the last match, where the captain Tanzil Sheikh had come out earlier on. During the innings break, we took a nice walk down to the stalls. Some delicious food served out there, especially for this chilly weather. You know, the crepes, the masala pudding chips, the packed potato. It's just happening all here at the Samaj grounds.
And some nice garam chai, as being told by Jamil, that comes in every time, courtesy Lalji.
Oh yeah, we get some nice masala tea in the com box. What do you think of the shuffle in the top order?
I'm a bit surprised, because for me, I would have expected Tanzil to come in, but there could be a certain ploy here. Tries to go across.
Oh,
there's a big
no,
appeal.
there is. It's resulted in a run out. Oh, not the start the NDOVU Crushers would have hoped for. A confusion there, and there will be some check here by the third umpireman. Will be returning back to the dugout. Oh, calamity of a start there by NDOVU Crushers. Not the ideal way to respond. You were just talking about down.
So it looks like the umpires have decided it will be Ravi Rabadia who would have to walk back. Ravi Rabadia walks back without disturbing the scorers. Quite an unfortunate start for the NDOVU Crushers. Disturb the stumps. Dismissing. And unfortunately, Ravi Rabadia will have to walk back. As you can clearly see, the impact is outside the line of the stump, so which is why the umpire was not clearly interested at all. But like you said, what ensued was a calamity.
In cricket, we've heard of a golden duck. For all the viewers out there, when a player gets out without having faced a delivery and is out on a duck, it's called a diamond duck. And it's not the start that the NDOVU Crushers would have hoped for, especially when they're chasing down in a must-win game. Pressure on them from the first delivery here, and Ganesh Masurkar has come one down. I'm a bit surprised that the captain Tanzil Sheikh is not yet walked out to the middle. Both Ganesh and Sagar will have to make sure that their prime focus now is to form a partnership to make sure that they keep up with the asking rate.
Looks like the captain Tanzil would have decided to stabilize the middle order a little more, allowing the other batsmen to play in freely at the top of the order.
I do hear what you're saying, that he might have stayed back for stabilizing the middle order, but I'm always of the belief that your best player needs to have the opportunity to face the maximum number of deliveries, and that is for me leading from the front, come opening and have the opportunity to bat a longer inning.
No, absolutely, I could not agree with you more. But the fact that each team approaches a specific game in a different way, I feel this could be part of their plan, and if it works for them, I think this would be a good ploy, because having somebody like Tanzil later in the innings can also add value by a big margin. But what's important is what they make of this power play, because trust me, this power play is going to be the make or break in this whole game.
I don't know about power play, but for now, what has come to give us the power to survive this 20 overs is the tea courtesy of Lalji Bhai, and this masala tea is an absolute kick for the comment box and all the scorers and all of us here. I wouldn't have been more grateful to the whole organizing team for this. This tea just takes away everything for me.
Absolutely, this is brilliant. But we see some nice shape from Francis Mutua in terms of an outswing here. He steams in again for his next delivery. This time,
That's hard. A player there in the deep region should find the boundary there. Ganesh Mazurkar is off and running along with the NDOVU strikers. NDOVU Crushers, apologies for that.
NDOVU Crushers require 175 runs to win in 114 balls.
So that's a cracker of a shot from Ganesh Masurkar. Length offered, outside the off stump, the room offered, and he misses. He doesn't miss it. He hits it for a great cut shot between the point and the cover fielder all the way to the boundary. 4 runs to Ganesh Masurkar, and with that he opens his account as well.
Ankit Asani to come from the school end. She will share the new ball with Francis Mutua. Good pep talk there to the youngster, who definitely needs this kind of support, mentor when they're out in the middle. And this is the beauty of this tournament, that many youngsters can rub shoulders with national team players who have got exposure in the Ranji Trophy in the Indian domestic circuit. You couldn't have asked for a better platform for these youngsters. One of them is now Ankit Asani. What an ask. That's what a delivery. Ooh, full length delivery.
I think the trajectory of the ball, it was a strong appeal. It will be interesting to see on replay. Yeah, where the impact is it was going down. Impact is slightly going down. So this could be a contention that umpire decided not to give it. And especially when you don't have a review, it's very common to see in this part of the world where the umpires are criticized, especially for the run-out decisions. Length delivery here. There's a misfield in the middle, all happening, and the ball races away towards the fence for 4 runs.
Fielders need to support they need to back up their bowlers.
Coming in towards Sagar Malepati, decided to open the face of his bat and hit it towards the point. There's a backward point also there, if I'm not mistaken. More of a square gully there. So it was hit straight to that fielder, maybe for this reason itself, as the ball is coming in. But unfortunately, the fielder misses it completely and gives away 4 runs. Edge there.
Well taken there by the captain at the first slip. The NDOVU Crushers are 2 down in a hurry. It's a very similar pattern we witnessed from the NDOVU Crushers openers in the previous game. 2 quick wickets, and they are now struggling
Ezaz Kotaria and the Slaves, the captain himself, promotes himself to the Slaves. Regulation catch for him, and he wouldn't miss that. He was trying to hit it hard, possibly presuming it to come inside. As you can see, he was trying. The bat was actually angling away, but the ball was moving right now outside the off stump, and he finds the edge, and the fielder behind seems pumped, and so is Ankit Ashani. Great delivery from him, getting the wicket of Sagar Malepati.
Not the start you would want when you're chasing down. Wickets in the power play hurt the chasing team. It puts a lot of pressure on the incoming batsmen, the team themselves. Never mind the fact that this is like a knockout game for them.
New batsman in for Nova Crushers, Patel.
Vishal coming into bat. Vishal had a brilliant knock in the previous innings. He sort of was the lone warrior for the NDOVU Crushers. We're still to see the captain walk out to bat. What is the specific plan going on with the team? What is it? What's going on? I'm trying to read your mind as to what's going on.
I'm also a bit perplexed with this setup that they've done. I would have ideally expected Tanzil to come in much earlier, but maybe 2 quick wickets was definitely not part of their plans. And maybe they would want the likes of Tanzil to be there towards the latter part of the innings, and they would be still hoping one of them, especially Ganesh. Ganesh has been having a very average tournament with the bat, but Vishal has been looking good with the bat. He had a good partnership along with Ethan Vekaria Donta, who's also supposed to come in later on, and he had another one good partnership as well. So he would be looking forward to have a good outing in the middle, and that's what his team would also be hoping for. But then definitely this is where they would want Tanzil to come in. But I would say that I would have still expected him to make the best use of the power play.
Two down in 2 overs, not the ideal way, or not what the captain, the doctor ordered for the chase. They have put the extra cover. A lot of change in plans will be going on right now. A lot of thinking will be going on in the camp of the NDOVU Crushers, the captain, the coaches. A lot of probabilities, a lot of thought process will be going on. But how do they approach it from here? And I think the shortest way to say it's easier said than done, but is to ensure that they form a small partnership, ensure no wickets fall from now till the end of the power play.
But knowing the team management, knowing Hiren personally, I feel that they would be hoping one of them to actually attack the power play, because they know when they're chasing a total as big as 180 runs, they need a good power play. Because remember, if you do not get a good power play, then you're always chasing. You're catching up. So it's very, very important for you to get a good power play here, and this is what they would be hoping. But so far, the bowlers of Purple Cap have been on the money. They're not giving them any loose deliveries for them to score freely off them. So far, the Purple Cap camp would be very happy with the way they have started the second innings, defending the total.
Yeah, I think we spoke just when the innings, when the first inning finished, we spoke that the way the NDOVU Crushers finished the innings with a couple of quick wickets and restricted them to a big score, we thought they would come out all guns blazing with some sort of a stride in their chase, but it just turned totally different. And now as we see yes, the wicket column not helping the Crushers. But what's going to be start of a worrying factor in if they go at this rate is the run rate, asking run rate. It's slightly climbing now towards to 10. It's already 9.5 runs. That's definitely going to play a big psychological effect on their innings right now. Like you mentioned that, yes, they need to take advantage of the power play, field restrictions, try and put the loose deliveries away. And that should race down to the boundary. Well played there by Ganesh.
Slightly going away. He's been hitting that area consistently well this time round. Francis hitting the deck again, but offering room to Ganesh, who was quick to latch onto it. Hits it above the point fielder, who was very much inside the circle. And this was 4 runs all the way.
Yeah, I think runs in any way that they come right now, they'll accept it. They need runs, and they need quick runs in a hurry. I've always believed when you're chasing, you want to have mini targets played, what you want to achieve after the end of the 5 overs, what you want to be at the end of the 10th over. You want to try and play this in mini targets.
For now, they would be certainly hoping to at least get 50 plus runs in the power play. But a lot will depend on how Ganesh approaches. That's a full delivery. He would have those great feeling from the fielder there. Ganesh would have expected to hit it a little more wider, but he hits it straight to the fielder there.
Well fielded there by the mid-off.
In fact, I correct my statement. He would have expected it to hit it much more straighter. Rather, instead, it's hitting it slightly wideish, straight towards the fielder.
Just a single there.
After 3 overs, NDOVU Crushers 81 runs of 2 wickets. NDOVU Crushers require 161 runs to win in 102 balls.
The run rate coming up to 6 runs per over. But the next 3 overs would be very crucial. They would be at least hoping to get another 30 to 35 runs. At least 30 runs would still ensure that they are on 50 runs after the power play.
Ankit Sani picking up that first wicket. Halfway through the power play, and Purple Caps clearly have the front foot. If you look closely at the closer Ankit comes to releasing the delivery, he's got a bit of an unorthodox action there.
He's got a very unique action. This is what I've been repeating from the very beginning of the tournament. Saw this youngster a couple of years ago when he was playing for Division 1. I picked him very early because it is not easy to read him because his release is a little unique. Now this time swing down the leg. Ganesh hits it in the air. But before the fielder Sachin could collect it, he manages to get a single. Now, if you really look at it. Now this is a delivery which has been coming in. The previous delivery was a bit more bouncy. In fact, he was hitting a little short of length, and this time coming in a little more fuller towards the batsman. Now which brings Vishal back on strike. Now this time it gets off the bat. It gets past the third man and goes all the way to the boundary for 4. There could be a change of field. We could see Francis Mutwa signaling to the fielder that he might just need to have the third man behind.
Yeah, I think they've been playing with the two men outside the circle right now. One at the deep square leg. And now, yes, like you rightly mentioned, they've got a third man controlling the boundary there. Some words of wisdom passed on by Francis Mutua to Ankita Sani. A loud appeal there. Everyone apart from the most important person on the ground, the umpire is not interested.
Looks like the toe would have rubbed the ground. Umpire is clearly not interested. I think he has got the best view there. As you can see, yes, the bat came after the ball after the ball went past his bat. So this could be most likely his bottom part of his bat rubbing off the ground.
Well fielded off his own bowling there. Good comeback by Ankit there. 2 dots, and that just means 2 more trees to the environment.
Another great initiative from the Youth League of Sri Kachileo Patel Samaj, who are in charge of running this tournament. And so far, what a great event this has been, Mitesh.
Yeah, look, we are almost through the group stages. We're just 3 games now after today. Well played, well placed, good placement there by Vishal, who's coming off a brilliant long in the previous inning. Seems to be continuing off where he left earlier on.
Something that I really love. This is a late cut. Guides it between the point fielder and the third man. Because of the speed of the ball, the moment it had left his bat, it was finding the fence for sure. And this is a great shot to watch from the bat of Vishal Patel. And that brings us to the end of 4th over. Now the run rate going up to 7 runs per over. They would still expect good 2 overs in the power play.
Yeah, look, absolutely. They need to forget about the 2 wickets that fell earlier on. These 2 are doing a good job there. Nothing should stop them. Let them continue with what they are doing. The captain for Purple Cap had decided to take the ball in his hand. Azaz ensuring that his fielders are in the correct angles that he would require. Good delivery to start with. Look at that. Staring down the batsman. It's good to see a bit of a banter during the games. Yes, I know tomorrow some of them would be on the same teams when they end up playing the NCCA League.
No, this is always the best part of cricket, because as much as you have the competition running, people coming at each other, going at each other, of course, small banters are always a welcome in cricket. The ball shaping away, but good fielding here.
Well fielded there by Nikhil. The extra smile from his teammates. Difficult for a man of his stature to go down in a hurry.
And he actually had to go to his wrong side. He had to go to his wrong side, dive towards his wrong side. Not something which is very easy.
Oh, that's gone through. That should rest down to the boundary. Yes, it has. The target is below 150 now. Oh, what a delivery. It's missed everyone. It's deceived the batsman. It's missed the stumps. And it's also deceived the keeper, Sonu. It's run to the boundary. By signal there by the umpire. Look at that. What a delivery. Incoming. How did that miss the stumps? Total disbelief as to how that missed the stumps, let alone run to the boundary. Good comeback there by Azaz. Slightly fuller delivery. Closer to the body now, this time round. Both Vishil and Ganesh seem to have found their feet in the middle. Just a single of the last. At the end of 5 overs, the NDOVU Crushers are 38 runs for the loss of 2 wickets.
At the end of 5 overs, NDOVU Crushers on 38 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. NDOVU Crushers require 141 runs to win in 90 balls. Coming into the 6th over for Pavitra,
Jignesh Hirani will definitely want to make sure that he makes it up from the deliveries that he couldn't manage to score earlier on during his time on the in the middle. He is here with the ball now, bowling the final over of the power play. Both these batsmen have given some sort of stability after the 2 early breakthroughs. Down the ground. Just a single there.
Safi Jigu.
Oh, the bowlers had one bounce over the boundary from Ganesh Marsurkar. Timed that so it had enough room outside the off stump. And another statement there by the batsmen to all the spectators. Please watch the ball carefully. It could come to anyone, anyhow. Slightly quicker delivery. Running for the 2. Brilliant running there by the batsmen.
Jigu. Catch it.
Straight back to the bowler's head. Cut out. Just considering a single there. 10 of the Jignesh Irani's first over, and at the end of the power play, 48 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. The NDOVU Crushers will be happy with how both these two batsmen have regrouped. The field restrictions are over now, and will be interesting to see how the placements of the field goes. Azaz continuing to bowl. He's got a third man.
Coming back to bowl the 7th over for Purple Cap. The captain, Azaz Kotaria.
He's got a third man, long on, long off, deep leg, and a deep point. Brilliantly bowled there by Azaz, and well capped there by the keeper there, Sonu. What a delivery there. Yeah, he's giving that dreaded look back to the batsman, to Ganesh. Brilliant line and length there by the captain of the purple cap. Totally deceived the batsman there, who was expecting an outswing. That's a full toss. Will be cut just for 2 runs there. And that brings up the 50 runs for the NDOVU Crushers. Having lost 2 wickets in the first 2 overs, these 2 batsmen have kept the ship steady right now. A brilliant mini partnership forming here. They are well striking them at above 7.5 runs. Good comeback from the NDOVU Crushers batsmen so far. And if these two can keep going at the same rate until the 10th over, I think the NDOVU Crushers would be a happier team of the two. Brilliant running in between the wickets there by these two, taking the game to the opposition. Of field. They now have mid off and the deep square leg in position. No run there, brings end to the 7th over. 53 runs for the loss of 2 wickets after 7.
Dovu Crushers require 126 runs to win in 78 balls.
Here's the youngster that my co-commentator Prashad has really been talking about. It's Sachin Shiani. He is definitely a player to look out for the future. Left arm spinner, brilliant bowler, has been able to bowl under the pressure, has performed really well for the Purple Caps. Slept down the ground. Just a single there. Well bowled there. Brilliant line and length. The thing both Vishal and Ganesh have managed to do is keep the asking rate at check right underneath below 10. This has gone over the keeper's head. Will be cut off. Credit to both the batsmen. They have reached. Brilliant ball there. Both Vishal and Ganesh have settled down as well after the early collapse, and from there on they have managed to strike the run rate, ensure that the scoreboard is ticking. Boundaries have been picked up whenever the loose deliveries have been bowled. Swept there just for a single. And for the first time in the match tonight, in the chase, the asking rate has just touched 10 runs on over. Toss delivery, played straight down the ground, well fielded there by Francis Mutua. Oh, that was almost a bit of sloppiness from the batsmen. Lucky no damage done. Ten runs required from here on. You see the bowling card. Apart from Jignesh Hirani, just not had the best of days so far. Everyone else has bowled brilliantly so far. And there has been another change in the bowling. Is Nilakash Tambe. Interesting strategy there by the Purple Cap captain Azaz Koteria. Keep on changing bowlers at a very quick interval, just so that the opposition don't settle against any of them. Both Sonu and Tambe ensuring that the field's positioning is spot on, all relevant angles are covered. Tambe with a unique number on his jersey, 001, slow medium. Well balled there, well fielded off his own bowling.
तुषार बोलस बोलस तांबे ले कवर इंजर्ड है भाई ले तांबे तू जा तांबे जा
Slightly full length delivery there. Just dug out for a single. What a ball! Oh, brilliant delivery there by Tambe. Almost uprooted the batsman's off stump.
तांबे बाबू ठीक है चलेगा
Played to the extra cover region. Will come back for a easy 2-run there. Brilliant over so far by Tambe. Just conceding 4 runs. Full toss.
सचिन बोलस बोलस दे चलेगा
And at the end of 9 overs, it's 65 for the loss of 2 wickets. Vishil playing on 22 and Ganesh on 32 runs. A brilliant partnership formed here for the NDOVU Crushers since the loss of those early 2 wickets.
Require 114 runs to win in 66 balls.
आप थोड़ा इसके लिए सीधा रहना विशिल के लिए ऐसे होगा जल्दी जाओ
The visuals of Ganesh doesn't look good. He seems to be in some sort of pain, not sure. Sachin Shiani back into the attack, just conceding 4 in his first over. He's been the young rising star so far for the purple cap and one of the top young players in the tournament. That is top edge. Player coming underneath it. Oh, Sachin has no one but to just blame himself. He'd be hoping that the ground opens up and swallows him. A lifeline there for the NDOVU Crushers. It went high in the night sky. Just lost concentration in the last minute.
शाबाश तांबे शाबाश
And suddenly we've just been hearing the NDOVU Crushers camp has just got that extra spark in their voice.
शाबाश सचिन डालते रहे भाई बॉल ले वेल डन ठीक है वेल डन सचिन शाबाश सचिन catch it
Played down the ground. Just the singles so far in this over. 5 singles. And of course that big drop.
ಸಾಕ್ ಹಿಂದೆ ಲೇಲೆ ಈಸಿ
6 singles in the over. And at the end of 10th over, we are halfway through the innings. 71 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. A short break for strategic timeout.
Crushers on 71 runs for the loss of back to bowl 11th over for Purple Cup. Neelakash Tambe.
We're back from the strategic timeout. That's in the vacant region. Misfield there. And it's found the boundary.
शाबाश तांबे शाबाश
Vishal Patel and Ganesh Marsurkar have really stabilized this innings for the NDOVU Crushers. The run rate has slightly shot north of 10 now. But the NDOVU Crushers will be happy with how these two batsmen have gone. We've seen some important calls being made in the combo. Oh, slightly misfilled off his own fielding there. That's 6 runs already picked up so far in this over. 77 for the loss of 2 wickets. How do the Purple Caps respond to this? They need a breakthrough as well. They need to break this partnership. And there you see the captain of the NDOVU Crushers ready to go in when his team requires, sitting along with the coach, Hiren Varaya, who was down during the strategic timeout to pass some words of wisdom to his batters as to how to control this. The mood has changed in the camp from what was there in the first 2 overs to what you can see on your screens now. Eight of the over. 100 runs required in 9 overs.
After 11 overs, NDOVU Crushers on 79 runs.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Prashad, after the short break.
Thank you, Mitesh.
There's been a very good partnership that's being built here by the NDOVU Crushers batters.
In fact, I was actually watching it on the screen, just sitting beside you as well. What I've realized is especially the way Neelakash Sambe was bowling. He's a normal off spinner, but if you realize, he was bowling like a slow medium pacer. He was hitting the ball on the seam. He was holding the seam, and then he was trying to bowl it full, not giving any room to them. And he was trying to get some swing from the air as well, which he was getting because of his action and the way he was releasing the ball. So far, this is a good game in prospect we have. We also saw unfortunate catch being dropped by Sachin on his own bowling of Ganesh. But actually, for the Purple Cap, they might not be very upset at this point in time because Ganesh is not looking very dangerous. He's trying to take those singles and doubles. At least for the NDOVU Crushers, they would be hoping one of them to take the attack to the opposition, and this would be the message that would have been passed on during the strategic timeout. As of now, they both are quite comfortable milking in the singles, and at the same time, it would be an interesting thing to see. We saw Tanzil patted up, but I just hope it's not just a little too late, because a batsman of his caliber should be using up the power play, and he would have been really scoring the runs. But you see that what has happened invariably, this innings which is currently going at almost like 7 runs per over, they actually needed 9 runs per over. Now if you can see with 7 runs per over, the required run rate has gone almost to 12 runs, and this is definitely adding pressure. A new batsman coming in, it's not easy for him to just swing the bat, which is why the longer he plays, the more balls he gets, it will be good for him. And this is what your point of contention was also, where you were hoping him to come much earlier.
So look, it's a case of miss and hit. I'll give you the best example of Andre Russ when he plays for KKR. Most of the time we've seen him come bat, say, after the 15th or 16th over. We all know his capability, his potential, but then you don't expect him to hit from the word go when he's got barely, out of the 10 deliveries left, he'll probably have maximum chance to face 6 of them. How much can he do of the 6? Not much. But should he come, I'll now change my example, should the likes of De Villiers, Kohli, when they are playing T20, it's always been said, let your best batsman get an opportunity to play the maximum number of deliveries, irregardless to the scenario, irregardless to the team, the position your team in is. You need to give yourself the best hope of chasing that score down.
And you see, Ganesh is visibly quite tired in this situation. He's extremely tired. He's not able to run faster. Because of that, because of his tiredness, he's not able to get momentum on his shots as well. But this is not what the NDOVU Crushers want, because they would not want to have a situation where they are looking at the last 5 overs and needing 60 runs. Yes, it's quite possible, but for someone new to come in, it's not easy. So they would want one of the batsmen, or at least
there's a young kid that's sad because the run rate is climbing up, or he's put on the screen. What an event the Sri Kachiliwa Patel Samaj have put up here. Look at the stands today. It's packed.
Please, it will be interesting to have a look at Tambe's, the way Tambe is holding the ball, especially for his release. He's holding it on his seam and releasing it.
Nilkash Tambe bowling his third over. Vishil Patel, Ganesh Marsurkar. One of them needs to press on the paddle now. Full toss, played down the ground. Singles definitely not hurting the cap.
शाबाश रिलैक्स नहीं होना
Well bowled there by Tambe and well fielded off his own bowling. Misfield there by Sachin and goes to the boundary. Runs are welcome for the NDOVU Crushers in any form, in any way. Some slight change in the field positioning now.
Come Tambe
All the players boundary riding are front of the wicket.
keeper
Sent back, just a single there. Brilliant running there. Brilliant fielding. The asking run rate has just gone to 12 runs an over. That practically means 2 runs every ball from here on. Down the ground.
शाबाश तांबे
Shot! That's gone, cleared. A welcome 6, and with that, Ganesh Marsurkar has reached 50 runs of just 40 balls.
After 13 overs, NDOVU Crushers on 98 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. NDOVU Crushers require 81 runs to win in 42 balls.
पोजीशन चलो 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 भाइयों
That 6 has just brought down the asking rate to under 12, and it's setting up to be a brilliant finish to this match.
This is
81 required of 42. Welcome back, Prashad.
This is what the doctor had actually ordered, and that was a great shot. Goes down on slog sweep from Ganesh Marsurkar, and this is what the team would also be expecting out of them, because right now they need to get a move on from here, because right now the run rate is almost 12 runs per over, and with each passing delivery, each passing over, this is going to go up. So this would be an interesting match. But now, having spent in the middle so long, they would expect Ganesh to now push the score at right and get them to get another 20-25 runs before the hitters can come in and start going for the full Monty.
Absolutely. And the purple caps, on the other hand, would definitely be looking to get a wicket or so, just to halt this this chase, to put brakes on this run scores that they are going around with. Yes, the asking rate is just shy of 12. But what the purple cap would be looking for is a wicket, regardless to the asking rate.
And also purple cap would not be very happy about the way they fielded during this game. We've seen multiple incidents of sloppy fielding, going for boundaries, catches not being converted, couple of them. But they would have been in a better situation had they held on to those chances. But having said that, Sachin, this young boy, is proving us again and again that is a great promising lad for future. He's been doing a brilliant job in terms of keeping things quiet.
Swept. Player coming underneath it, and it's taken. Look at that, the relief on Thambe's face. And yes, like you mentioned, the young man has delivered.
And that's Sachin Chiani for you. He varies his speed so much. This was much slower, and on in the air. He gave it a bit of a toss as well, and making sure that Ganesh was not able to get it off the middle. And he hit it one of the safest hands in the whole ground, and that is Neelakash Thambe. It was not an easy catch for him to hold on to under lights, but he keeps his calm, holds on to his nerves, and collects it comfortably at the boundary rope, making sure that Ganesh has to walk out. And I think Ganesh played a good cameo in the context of the game, getting his team to where it is today. He was lucky enough to get a chance when he was almost at 35, between 35 and 40 runs. But this brings in the experience of Tanzil. Now a lot will depend on how Tanzil is going to approach the game. Yeah, he's having a quick chat with his partner on the other side, Vishal, who's also looking good, getting 38 runs from 35 deliveries.
The captain has made his way to the middle. And the wicket that the purple cap were looking for, courtesy of Sachin Chiani. Over 12 runs and over required. The experienced Tanzil Sheikh knows that if he's going to remain there till the end, they might as well get over the line here.
What a start! What a start! Take the name, Tanzil Sheikh, and he's arrived. He announces his arrival, rocks onto his back foot, hits it towards the covers, and if that, the ball blazes from his bat all the way towards the boundary. Tanzil has announced his arrival, and his presence there would be the most important factor right now that the team, the NDOVU Crushers, would want to have. But what a comeback from Sachin. Great delivery, tossed it up, turning away from Tanzil, gets a dot ball.
That's the end of Sachin's spell. Brilliant spell. 4 overs, just conceding 23 runs and picking that important wicket of Ganesh Marsurkar.
And I think initially it was his own bowling. He missed an opportunity to send Ganesh back. But this time round, he gets him. The crowd enjoying the weekend or Saturday at the Sri Kachileva Patel Samaj LAXMANBHAI Construction T20 Season 2. Enjoying some great cricket, some good food. What more can you ask of on a good weekend? For all you cricketing lovers out there who are listening to us, you're still in Nairobi. Don't go anywhere. You know the place that you're supposed to come. It is the Sri Kachileva Patel Samaj. A crucial encounter going on here between NDOVU Crushers and Purple Cap. Purple Cap scoring 179. Giving a mammoth total of 180 runs for NDOVU Crushers.
Oh, that's gone. Race down to the third man boundary.
This
Vishal
is
Patel joins in the action now.
This is good cricket from Vishal. He realizes that the line was outside the off stump. He just guides it in the last moment, late. Guides it as between the third man and the point fielder there. And this is good cricket from Vishal Patel.
And straight away, Sonu has asked for a change in the field position.
So the cover fielder is actually down. In fact, there's a
Third man
sweeper
going
there.
down now.
Now they have brought the point fielder in. He's more towards a backward point position. We have a third man there. So there's a cover there. So I feel this is a fuller delivery coming. Shortish delivery. Pulls it. It goes past the boundary rope. And this is from the bat of Vishal Patel. He's decided to go after this over. With the field position, you would have expected it to come up much more fuller. He goes for the length delivery, slightly short of length. Vishal is a good puller of the ball. Hits it. And it has gone all the way past the mid-wicket boundary for a maximum.
Wow, what a counter punch this is. 10 runs already of probably one of their top bowlers.
Now this is the line that he would have expected to bowl. This time slightly lucky because Vishal chased the delivery, or it was almost touching the wide line. It could have been on the verge of getting called a wide by the umpire. But the batsman stretching himself and gets on the bat. So this would be interesting. Ankit has to bowl to the experience and the power of Tanzil Sheikh. He's teaming in.
Oh, what a catch there! You have seen a blinder, and once again, look at that! It's an absolute blinder. Look at the reaction in the com box. Everyone is shocked here.
Could you believe?
An absolute blinder of a catch.
Could you believe, ladies and gentlemen, what a catch this is? Muscled off the bat of Tanzil Sheikh. Short cover, very short. What a reflex catch from Neelakas Tambe. Take a bow right now. What a catch this has been. And look, he's pumped. These are catches that changes the course of the game. It was hit hard from the bat of Tanzil Sheikh, and he collects it in the air. And you can see from his reaction, this should go down as one of the best catches of this tournament so far. He collects it in the air, and it was hit so hard. You need to have great reflexes to be able to react in such a close fielding position. And look at the disbelief in the face of Tanzil. He couldn't have believed that this could have been caught. But these are catches that you see everywhere in cricket, be it domestic, be it international. That changes the whole complexion of the game. And look at it once again. The more you see on the screen, the more pumped you might get as a supporter of Purple Cap, and also as cricket fans. You would love this kind of a catch being converted. And you see the reaction of the fielders. They cannot believe. But this was a crucial wicket, and the captain has to walk back. Brings in Hiten Vekaria, Donta.
How have you managed to say all those words? I'm left speechless with that catch. And it's another way of announcing yourself in the middle, Hiten Vekaria, just like how his captain did earlier on. Played the first ball for a boundary.
There's a review here for a boundary here. Umpires are checking. I think umpires are still checking. There's a review here.
But wow, that catch from Tambe has suddenly just left me speechless. some review going on there. It was clear, a boundary there. Runs. Well fielded there.
Azaz Kotaria saving 2 runs for his team. There's
That
a hit.
huge race. Oh, brilliant filling. Just look what that catch from Tambe has done to the team. It's given them that extra spring in their legs. They are saving runs from every possible angle.
I know who's walked in. It's Donta. He's not going to wait any longer. He likes this kind of a situation. This is tailor-made for his batting. He wants to free his arms. And if he gets going, ladies and gentlemen, we might see fireworks here.
59 of 30. We are in for a brilliant finish. It's almost 12 and over. This game could not have been set anything better than this. Ankit Asani will be happy with how he's bowled.
This is coming to a situation where I was just hinting at the beginning. 15 overs, 5 overs, 60 runs, needing 12 runs per over. For them, for the NDOVU Crushers, they would be happy that they still have Vishal Patel there, who's already looking good on a 49 from 38. He's just approaching a 50 here. And then along with him, the man, Donta. He knows this ground very well. He knows every bit of this ground. He's been playing for Samaj here. He's at some of the best innings that he's played for the team. And this is the time that the NDOVU Crushers would be expecting the best of him. And in a previous game, it was the same partnership of Vishal Patel and Hiten Vekaria that got them to a good score.
Man coming underneath, and that's a 50 for Vishal Patel. What a knock by this young man there.
The umpire waiting for the signal, but what a way to get to a 50. Crunch game, crunch moment, and you have a young gun playing out of his skin and creating something for his team right now, making sure that he's there when the team gets past the score. This has been a great innings from Vishal Patel. He built this partnership along with Ganesh Masurkar. What a partnership it has been for the team NDOVU Crushers.
A brilliant comeback there by the experience of Azaz. This is getting very interesting. What a game we have got right in front of us here.
And this is good cricket here. This is good cricket for the fans. This is good cricket for the broadcasters. This is good cricket happening everywhere at the Sri Kachileva Patel Samaj. What an encounter. Both teams needing a much needed victory here. But it would be interesting to see who prevails. Right now it's poised well. It can go either way. Waiting for the umpire signal here. Umpire signals a wide. Gets a single. That's 2 runs. They would really want. Brings in Dontai, who's always got a smile on his face. He's a great character on and off the field. Fondly called as Donta. Team NDOVU Crushers would be definitely hoping him to get something big here. This is a good contest. Azaz Kotaria's experience versus raw power and instincts of Hiten Vekaria.
Change in field here. Long off been brought in the circle. Third man.
Mitesh,
Sent down.
if it gets on the middle of his bat, no ground on this world can be small for him, because can be big enough for him.
That's gone to the third man. Oh, not the time you want a misfield. The unfortunate Bhavesh has just let that ball. Look at this.
I am
The
telling
face
you,
of the captain. This is pressure.
take it
getting
from me,
onto the
Mitesh.
players.
Once Donta gets going, there is no ground in the world that's going to be big enough for him.
What happened here? He should have got this. No, young man.
But
You've got to support your bowler, especially when that is the captain bowling.
his team applauding. NDOVU Crushers really
Run
pumped
rate
right
is well
now.
below 11 now. The over started with 12 1 over. We are under 11 already. 12 already off this over.
If it's a length ball, it is going.
Slapped down the ground.
Vishal pushes for the double, comfortably makes it. Vishal, this is good running from partner Vishal. He's making sure that Hiten is running. This is a fuller delivery, not a length, as expected. The experience of Azaz Kotaria, he doesn't want to go with a length delivery to someone like Donta, who could have whipped him towards the leg side. He loves doing it, but he hits it straight down the ground. But before the fielder could collect, they get 2 more runs. Good running between the wickets from Vishal Patel. He's putting pressure on the fielders.
It's pressure all around. Pressure being felt here in the com box. Top hasn't timed that well. And it's down the throat of Ankita Sani. Azaz Kotaria has got the man. He's got the wicket that they have been looking for. Hiten Rekaria walking back to the pavilion.
This was a good delivery from Azaz. He knew that he wanted this wicket, so he comes in, slightly varies his speed, adjusts his speed outside the off stump. He then wanted to really smash it, but completely missing it and finds the fielder. But for the NDOVU Crushers, they still have Vishal Patel there.
The seesaw ride between the two teams continues. And look at the relief on Ankit's face.
Ankit Ashani knows the wicket he has taken. He celebrates. Brings in the next batsman, Mehul Ashani. The game is not yet over. Vishal is still there on the crease. And this game still is very much in the equilibrium right now. Can actually go anyone's game. Depends on who holds on to his nerves.
A loud appeal there by the captain. Good end to that third over. Picking up that important wicket of Hiten Rekaria.
What has really changed in this encounter was that catch of Neelakash Tambe. Someone like Tanzil, if he stays in there, he could actually take the charge to the opposition, and he was looking already dangerous, and he was seeing the ball very well. But that catch really is one of the best catches that we would have seen in this tournament so far, and really had a huge impact on the score right now.
Look at that snapshot on your screen. 17 extras to just 9 extras by the purple cap. Big difference. And there comes one of the top trumps for the purple cap. Mutua back into attack. Bowling to the in-form, well-settled opposition player, Vishal Patel. He clearly now is the big important wicket. And there is the man in your picture who took 2 catches, and the second one was out of this world, sending the opposition captain back to the hut.
Now, if you look at it, this is great captaincy from Azaz Kotaria. He kept 2 overs for himself. He's definitely going to come back and bowl the next one as well. So you've got 17 and the 19th to be bowled by Francis Mutua.
They'll have to look for one more over because Ashish has bowled out.
So definitely that one big over is going to be something that is going to be very important in the context of this game. Because they would also need to make this calculation right now with 45 runs. What they need is about 11 runs per over. So even if they can get a couple of boundaries in an over, they would be at par. But they would be very careful to see, because remember, Azaz will still need to have that one over. So it only is important at what point is he going to bring that over, and how the batsmen are going to approach right now. They need to play sensible, because
absolutely, you couldn't have nailed that the scenario of that one additional over, and as to who is going to bowl that. Very important that Francis bowls his 2 overs, because that 4th over that you're talking of could be the penultimate over, and then Azaz could come in for the final over. But then again, you don't want to put so much risk or so much pressure on that fourth bowler that we're talking of right now.
No, I think most likely Azaz will have to bowl the next over. Otherwise, he'll have to find a replacement next over, because after Francis completes from this end, he will have to come from the school end. There's a catch here. A chance went begging. Francis Mutua clearly not happy right now. From the gloves of Sonu, usually he doesn't miss many, but unfortunately this time, look at the reaction of Francis.
A keeper who is usually having safe hands. Well, he's human after all. Vishal Patel under the pressure. He's the lone warrior once again for the NDOVU Crushers. Steps out and white signal there by the umpire. Usually a safe pair of hands behind the stumps is Sonu. That's gone top. Two players coming underneath it, and it lands in between. Will go down as a drop chance, and that's a lifeline to no one else but Vishal. Two drops in this over, not the best way to support your bowler. That's gone. That's cleared the boundary. What a shot there by Vishal. That's pressure taken away from. Brilliant shot. Two drop catches, and that's what you end up paying for it.
That's a maximum from the bat of Vishal Patel. Going outside the off stump, goes on his one knee and hits it above the cover fielder. What a connection. This is great connection. Finds the middle of the bat. And with the speed of Francis Mutua and the bat speed of Vishal, it was going all the way. This is a great contest happening here. Everything happening in this ground. Sixes, misfield, catches.
Good food. Well fielded there.
Although this has been so far in the context of the game a good over for Team NDOVU Crushers, because they've already managed to get 10 runs in this over with one ball remaining. Mehul Ashani facing Francis Mutua. He's teaming. He's going to now steam in. Francis steaming in for his last delivery of his third over. Full delivery. Mehul hits it straight. Gets a single. Vishal wants a second, but good fielding stops the second run here. And at the end of 17 overs, it's 145 runs with another 34 runs needed in 18 deliveries. We have a match here in our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Go nowhere, because we are going to take you through the last 3 overs. It's Mitesh and Prasad here at the com box. Interesting last 3 overs, Mitesh.
It's an edge of the seat stuff from here on, and the key for NDOVU Crushers lies the fact that Vishal Patel is in the middle. Azaz Kotheria will bowl out, and presumably Francis Mutua will bowl the penultimate over.
Coming back to bowl the 18th over for Purple Cap, the captain is Azaz Kotheria.
Towards the third man region, just a single there.
This is that phase of the game that they would expect all the fielders to be on the toes, because anything can go Any mishaps here and there can have a huge impact on this game right now. Now,
And down again. And it's probably the biggest wicket that Azaz could have caught.
look at the whole camp of Purple Cap. They're running towards Ankit Ashani. They know the importance of this catch. Vishal was that one player at this point in time who was trying to take away the match from Purple Cap. He was looking well set on his 63. Length delivery goes on his back foot. Unfortunately, the weight did not transfer the way he would have expected. Not getting the power that he would have wanted to. Hitting off the back foot there. Sorry, in fact, his body going behind and finds the safe hands of Ankit Ashani.
Once again, that combo of Azaz and Ankit have delivered a wicket. And look at that joy, yes. The Purple Cap definitely feel like they have the slight of an upper hand here on. Two new batsmen, relatively new batsmen in the middle. And look at that joy. I don't have to say which team they're supporting. They are on their feet. They are dancing to the tunes of the DJ. It's 33 of 16. The 1 over could be Ankit Ashani.
Absolutely. Again, it could be Ankit Ashani, yes, most likely, or Nilakash Tambe. But I don't think last over they might fancy a spinner there. If two fresh legs, they would be hoping to get every single and double they could get at this point in time. But what they will also need is someone to hit the boundaries, because again the run rate has gone up to 12.4 runs per over.
And I'm sure you'll agree, anytime it's over 12 runs, a dot ball is going to hurry that run rate towards another whole number.
No, they would have to look for that one boundary in an over and then maybe take it up with 6 or 7 singles.
It's edge that, and that's raced down to the third man boundary. It's welcome boundary for the NDOVU Crushers. It's happening all here right in front of our eyes at the Sri Kachileva Patel Samaj grounds. The NDOVU Crushers don't want to bow out easily. They're giving a big fight about this.
Big swing, completely misses. Unfortunately, the short third man loses his position, falls down, and unfortunately the ball walks past. The ball goes past the fielder, and 4 runs. This is not what Azaz would be happy about. He would have wanted a little bit of more support from the fielders, especially looking at the likes of Nilakash Tambe, Ankit Ashani, who's been brilliant in the field so far. Mitesh.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I can't blame their bowler. And there it is. Sonu has taken the catch now. As Captain Azaz picked up his second in this over. He's leading them from the front. Had a brilliant knock earlier on and now has picked 3. In my mind, he deserves to be the man of the match. Should the Purple Cap get over the line?
This is a great wicket for them. But he would be expected to rotate the strike. Unfortunately, there could be a lot of pressure on him, youngster. But he's definitely capable of doing things. What will be important to see is, with Francis Mutua coming in the next over, if they could still manage to have take their team towards the last over, with maybe even 13 needing, it could go anyone's game, anyone's way.
picked up his 4th wicket, and hands down, he's definitely my man of the match performance. The joy in the com box is unimaginable.
I know, Mitesh. I know, with some great action happening here, with some great cricket, you're definitely elated, because I think that's what everybody is here for, to see some good cricket. But it's quite a little unfortunate for the NDOVU Crushers at this point in time.
It's just gone southward, especially this over. Look at that. It's brilliant bowling by the purple captain. He's led them from the front when they came out to bat. Rightfully elected to bat, winning the toss. Ensured his team put up a big score. And then with the ball, he's followed up. Leader has set up a brilliant example there. Look at that, the joy.
But I feel certainly the team would be looking forward after this game about that decision to send Tansil down the order. It is quite perplexing also for me, because someone like Tanzil, I've seen him always getting good runs on top of the on the top of the innings, especially when he comes on a power play. He can be very deadly. Even we saw one of the games where he almost hit 50 runs from 13 deliveries. If something of that sort would have come in this kind of an innings, it would have had a huge impact, because that time they were chasing 248.
So do you think it's a mindset that has played adversely into him, having been knocked out in the previous game very early on?
I think it would not be appropriate for me to judge it, because we are not privy to the discussions that they have in the dugout. But whatever decision it was, I'm sure they're definitely going to have a look at it. Here's an appeal here for a run out here. But as I told you, this is something that they would want to have had a relook at it, because a player of his caliber, if he would have stayed in there for the power play, he could be extremely destructive. A quick 50 from him would have even meant that the people who are coming next would have almost no run rate pressure at all.
And that's what you actually mean. It's look at the target required, the scores required. It's 25 runs required. His inning up front would have actually eased the pressure on the incoming batsmen. You correctly mentioned that. I think, and I'm going to reiterate that you need to make, regardless of the situation, if you're going to give your chance to bat, your team to win, to chase down, it's a do or die game. Let your best player go out up front, score as much as you can.
You have to also understand at what number he's been batting. I mean, throughout his life, as much as you've seen him here, he's done well opening the innings or going one down. You need him there when at the thick of the things, and especially in a situation like power play, he loves being in that situation.
And being the captain, you want to be out there and take the burden on as the team, as the leader of the team, the pack. Yes, I think that to me has played slightly into the collapse of what NDOVU Crushers have gone through the last 2 matches that they've played.
Mehul is certainly the way he's
still not over. A couple of lusty blows in this over could set up for the brilliant final over. And that could just be one of them.
I was just about to say Mehul is expecting a length delivery.
Look, it's not over. It's 19 in 9.
And that is the game of cricket.
Crucial,
it is not over until the last ball of the game is bowled. No game is over until the last wicket is taken. And that is what we call cricket, ladies and gentlemen. One of the greatest sports that we admire.
Played down to the mid-off player. Long off. They have come back for the second run.
Good running between the wicket, between Mehul and Dhruv Vagjiani. 2 more deliveries in this over.
17 required of 8. What's the target they set themselves for the last over? Anything below 12, they'll fancy their chances.
I think for right now, Mehul would not even be thinking about it. He just wants to hit at least a couple of boundaries or get 1 maximum in this over.
And that's gone down the throat of the long off player. Francis Mutua has picked up his wicket. The purple cap require that 1 wicket now to get to that victory that might just probably seal their ticket to the playoffs, but will definitely take them to 8 points.
This wicket has certainly dented the chances of NDOVU Crushers by a big margin, because with 9 wickets down, I think it'll be very difficult for them to now get, unless something drastically happens in this last ball. The youngster Sahil Alai walking in, he's going to be up against the action. He's going to be facing the likes of Francis Mutua.
It's a very interesting discussion when the tail-enders are out in the middle. They need to swing. They swing hard, get edges, fly to the boundary. Suddenly the game shifts. Do you still feel there's a twist in this tail?
It would be interesting, because if a boundary comes in this delivery, and with 13 needing, with Francis's over finished and Azaz's over finished, it would be interesting to see who will be that bowler. But with 9 wickets down, it would be a little difficult for the batsman to be able to look at going freely after the bowling. So I would say it would be 70-30 or even 80-20 in favor of Purple Cap.
A very, very important ball coming now in the context of the game. 17 required of 7. The Caps require 1 wicket. And that's good rest down to the boundary. It has rest. It's 4 byes. We are in for a thriller of a finish here now.
And this is exactly what I told you right now. And a boundary coming in the last delivery. But this is edge, and I'm sure they're going to take it.
Frustration in Mutua's inside edge. There was nothing the keeper could do there. The young kids could not hold on to that ball. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelt. 13 required of the last over. It's all happening here. Match 25 between the Purple Caps versus the NDOVU Crushers.
Coming to bowl the last over. The Purple Cap. It Ashani.
So as you expected, Mitesh, it is Ankit Ashani coming in to bowl the last over, and he's going to be bowling to his fellow teammates Sahil Alai and Dhruv Baghjiani.
Yes. Patel is good ball there. Friends bowling, friends batting. 5 deliveries to go.
I think
13 runs required.
it's going to be very clear. It's very clean and clear. Look at this. Will be the line. This will be the line. He's going to bowl outside the off stump, and he's going to be coming in with
important to see
with Yorkers outside the off stump, not
the
giving
positioning
the room
of the
for the
third
batsman
man
to go after the bowling.
Oh, well blocked. You need to have football skills when you're playing cricket. Well demonstrated there by Ankit Ashani.
He's fortunate to have not gotten hit much. This could have been a deadly blow for Ankit as well.
Look at that. Put his foot right there. Well done.
2 deliveries done. So
2
now
blows away
12 runs from
2
4
blows.
deliveries.
For NDOVU Crushers.
And 1 hit for Purple Cap.
And 1 hit for Purple Cap. Rightfully said so. And that's cut hard. Will race down to the point vision. This
What
is
a game!
absolutely interesting. Right here. It's 9 required in the last 3. 8 required in the 3.
This can't get more thrilling than this. What a thrilling encounter we are seeing. It's all happening at Sri Kachileo Patel Samaj. Raises the way, as you can see, the ball raising away to the boundary. Now 8 of 3. This is a great game here.
A boundary now.
A nail biter.
I don't have nails, so I'm lucky.
I've actually had even what was left of is still not even there at this point in time.
Very, very important delivery coming up. A boundary now is going to put NDOVU Crushers in the front. Ankit Ashani changing the sides to ball. A brilliant comeback there. 8 required in 2.
They would need a boundary or a maximum in this delivery. Otherwise, it's curtains for NDOVU Crushers. Ankit streaming in. The ball raising away. They're getting us. They get 2 runs.
Can we see a 6 in the final ball of this innings? A 6 to win.
Takes me to the game between Nairobi Capitals
Yes.
and it was, I believe, Play Masters. That game. Look at the roar of the crowd.
Look at that.
What a finish this is.
Ankit Asani does not need to do anything silly here.
Cricket at its very best, ladies and gentlemen. Last delivery, needing 6 runs, 9 wickets down.
Do not do anything silly, Ankit. Do not do not throw out extra delivery. Just run up and put the ball in the right spot.
Everyone are on their toes right now.
Edge of the seat stuff here right now. Sonu trying to ensure that his fielders are well positioned. Look at those fans right above the com box. It's a thriller. It's a last ball thriller. Ankit Asani has delivered for his team, and the purple cap have all but won this battle. Have all but won this battle by the smallest of margin. There's going to be a check here. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game we witnessed at the Sri Patel Samaj, Nairobi. There you see both the dugouts, the com box right there, the fans with an eagle view up there. Yes, the purple cap have won by the nearest of margins and move up to 8 points on the table. What an entertaining game this was. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 6:30 with the match number 26 will be played. Mahadev Strikers versus the Palora Dragons.
and gentlemen, that's the end of match number 25. Purple Cap have won by 1 run. And the man of the match award goes to the captain, Azaz Kotaria. The highest number of sixes hit by, once again, the captain, Azaz Kotaria. The most number of dot balls bowled in this match, 12 in total, once again goes to the captain, Azaz Kotaria. The blue cap for picking up the highest number of wickets, total 16 in this tournament so far, once again goes to the captain, Azaz Kotaria. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Join us tomorrow for match number 26 between Mahadev Strikers and Palora Dragons at 7 p.m.